Happening now, the Jamestown Police Department is destroyed by flooding, at least part of it. Chautauqua County's district attorney is up against the clock after 2 mistrials in 2 months. And James Reed has your community calendar. That's news now for Thursday, September 14th, 2017.
Live and on demand from the Chautauqua Audio Works studios in downtown Jamestown. This is your source for breaking news. WNY News Now.
Well, flash flooding causing all kinds of problems for residents and first responders. I'm James Reed.
And I'm Ryan Hedrick. If you heard that thudding on top of your rooftop at about 4 a.m., it was just the sound of Mother Nature saying, hey, I've got flash flooding here. And with that, we're going to go to Dakota with the first look at the weather.
Yeah, we actually had a lot of rainfall totals coming in. Check out a lot of these rainfall totals that came in. The top winner is actually Cattaraugus in Cattaraugus County. Over 2.5 inches has fallen just from the rain this morning. The Jamestown Airport gauged 1.77 inches. That is the official total. And a lot of these are spotter reports. And again, when you get that much rain in a short amount of time, that is very significant. And again, we're going to talk about rain chances for the rest of the day and that weekend forecast coming up in the rest of my First Defense forecast. Back to you.
All right, Dakota, thank you. Jamestown police say their lobby was destroyed by this morning's torrential downpour. You could see the ceiling tiles on the floor and the wet floor sign tossed aside. Citizens wishing to contact the Jamestown Police Department should contact the Mayville Dispatch Center for assistance. The local legal world is reacting to the trouble that Chautauqua County District Attorney Patrick Swanson seems to be having prosecuting high-profile cases. 2 days ago, a mistrial was declared in the Justin Haffa case. Haffa, remember, was the guy accused of trying to kill a sheriff's deputy during a traffic stop last year. Then last month, another mistrial was declared. Now a local attorney, Fredonia attorney Jason Schmidt, is reacting to that case. He was the attorney on that case. He says it was a matter of discovery, prosecution not turning it over.
That particular office has always traditionally had a fairly open file policy, meaning that they essentially just turn over, whatever they have to the defense, and don't, and which is more expansive than the defense is entitled to under the criminal procedure law. So it's surprising that something like this should happen. It's unfortunate.
Now, on Wednesday, we spent the day trying to get answers for you. Our crew went to the home of District Attorney Patrick Swanson, rather. As you can imagine, he did not answer the door, although it appeared he was home. Swanson is due to appear at Jamestown Community College for a speaking engagement next Monday.
Straight ahead, jury selection begins in yet another high-profile trial. But first, here's Dakota once again with your First Defense weather forecast.
Now, your First Defense forecast with Dakota Hunter.
Well, let's highlight the rest of that First Defense weather forecast for you. So for today, we're going to continue to see the rainfall across the area. Some of it could be heavy at times with scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the day. We've already had flooding already, and there could be some more localized flooding in localized nature throughout the region today because of the rain that'll hold down our temperature to around 71 degrees. And then for tonight, the rain showers end by evening hours. It becomes cloudy, and we could see some fog set up in the Allegheny and Genesee River valleys. We'll dip down to around 54 for an overnight low. And then for tomorrow, River Valley fog burns off in the morning, becoming mostly to partly sunny in the afternoon hours. 78 degrees will do it. And then up on the 7-day, take a look at that. Now, the rain chances over the weekend, I've pretty much taken those out, and I skipped ahead. That's my fault. Let me go back one more. And there it is. There's your 7-day one more time. And again, the rain chances on the weekend, I've taken that all out with above average temperatures. But by the time we get to early next week, we're getting back to where we should be. Morning News Now continues right after the break, so you stay with us.
Chautauqua Audio Works now offers instrument rentals starting at just $17 per month. We're your school's band and orchestra headquarters, the only place with loaners on site. So pick up an instrument today. Order online with the keyword Chautauqua, shipping straight to your door.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
Jury selection is underway in the case of a kidnapping suspect, Samuel Seeley. He's accused of taking a 13-year-old autistic boy from a Walmart on Route 60 last year. Now, Seeley is currently being held without bail.
Well, as James pointed out last Thursday, it seems like people in Chautauqua County often say that there's nothing to do in our world. Well, that's not true. Now, is it? Here's a community calendar built just for you, for your convenience, if you don't like to look around or if you need it presented to you. And here we go.
First up, tonight from 6:30 to 9 o'clock is the second annual Market to Table fundraising dinner that takes place at Jamestown's Winter Garden Plaza. Studio D Catering will be creating delicious dishes using locally sourced goods.
That sounds like a really good time. Tomorrow at 10 a.m., the 9th annual Bemis Point Fall Fest kicks off in downtown Bemis. Celebrate the arrival of autumn by visiting the village shops and the street market. There will also be a petting zoo and pony rides for the kiddos.
And over in Silver Creek, it's their 50th annual Festival of the Grapes. Now, this is a 3-day event. It begins tomorrow at 5 p.m. You can celebrate the annual grape harvest with grape stomping, wine tasting, live music, food, arts and crafts, and so much more. The festival wraps up on Sunday with the Grand Parade featuring the ever-popular Grape Festival Princess.
Sounds like something I could stay 3 straight days at. The Harmony Historical Society Fall Festival takes place on Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 5 each day. The annual festival features historical demonstrations of spinning, weaving, log hewing, and share caning, whatever that is. The festival also features live music and tours of the historical carriage barn and school building.
And finally, take a fall foliage sightseeing cruise aboard the Summer Wind on Sunday from 12:30 to 2:30. Enjoy the sunshine and breezes of the upper deck, or you can relax in the climate-controlled comfort of the first floor salon as your captain narrates the trip around Chautauqua Lake.
And I can only imagine a lot of people will be watching the Bills game or something on their handheld device. Speaking of that, nice segue to sports, which is next.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
Located in the St. Elmo building in Chautauqua Institution, La Familia Restaurant is more than a restaurant.
So people love the fact that we are committed to the farm-to-table aspect in our produce and focus on sustainability with our seafood too.
La Familia has signature dishes.
Sirloin filet over on the table. Next is our Aegean chicken and cider brine pork chop.
La Familia even has a singing chef. La Familia, fine dining with a family atmosphere. Let them host your special event today. LaFamiliaCHQ.com.
All right, Major League Baseball, the Indians are very much on the warpath, and I could use a script for this, but who needs one when the Indians, it says it all right there. Look at the defense, look at the offense. Base hit, wrong. Tom Hamilton would have been proud of that one on WTAM. Nice diving catch, 21 straight wins for the Indians, who are blazing a trail. Next up, the Yankees. Now, they're playing in Queens because of Hurricane Irma, which Dakota has so eloquently reported on the last couple of days. Nice sliding home. Brady Gardner, nice base hit to left field. And the Brewers next, they pounded the Pirates. I believe the final score was 9-2, just over the outstretched hands of the second baseman. And the Brewers are in a unique position. They are only 2.5 back the National League Central and 3 games back of the wild card. Next, high school football is very much in the fold. 3 games in, and the Jamestown Red Raiders are opening up play tomorrow night, probably in front of a sellout crowd, playing against Clarence, of course. You can catch all the action on the Schultz Auto End Zone Show, and we present that every Friday right here on WNY News Now. On the other side, More on News Now as we continue.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
Everything's made fresh here. We love to be outside, and it's nice inside if it's raining, so we have a choice.
Locals and non-locals agree that the Main Landing is quickly becoming a destination.
It's just so casual, and just the food is amazing.
I love the hamburgers.
But I really like the tuna I had.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
Hey, Ryan Hedrick and James Reed back, and I was just having a discussion with James off camera about where he was when the flash flooding happened, and he said, well...
Sound asleep.
I was not. I was outside watching the flash flooding with the cat. I was asleep too. No. So we're going to go to a guy that actually knows what this flash flooding means and can explain the magnitude of the flash flooding, James, and that's Dakota.
There he is.
Standing by.
Yeah, well, the flash flooding today actually was a little bit of a surprise. It was something we were not expecting this morning. And again, check out the rainfall totals again one more time. The winner is actually Cattaraugus when they got 2.6 inches. That's over 2.5 inches of rain just from this morning alone. The Jamestown Airport gauged over 1.5 inches, and you can actually see where the rainfall was today. The southern part of the southern tier, the northern part of the southern tier actually didn't get much. Look at Fredonia down there at just a measly 0.14 inches. But again, flash flooding, a lot of people don't exactly know what flash flooding means, but that's pretty much when you get a lot of heavy rainfall coming down in a short period of time. And that's why we have flash flood warnings. And we did have that flash flood warning earlier this morning for Chautauqua County, which did include Jamestown. And that actually did wake me up a little bit. My phone went off, and that actually was a little bit of a surprise. That was something I was not expecting. But you know what we say when it comes to thunderstorms? We what, Ryan? Expect the unexpected.
Well, I was going to say we expect the worst, but I guess we do expect the unexpected. Yep. All right, guys, so more flash flooding tomorrow, you think, or are we dry as a whistle?
Well, we actually dry out tomorrow.
Okay.
After today, the rain finally gets out of here tonight, and we get back to mostly cloudy skies for tonight. But then tomorrow, we're looking good, above average temperatures right through the weekend. And that heat wave is not going to last very long, so enjoy it while you can, because later next week we get right back into where we should be for this time of the year.
Middle of September, and I want some football weather, not cold,
right?
Not warm, just good hitting weather, right?
Right.
All right. For James Reed and Dakota, I'm Ryan Hedrick. News Now, back at you tomorrow, as well as football. Have a great day.
Don't forget 24/7. You can check out more news on WNYNewsNow.com, where coverage comes first.
I wake up to a sunny day 'cause I love